I've been really, really going through a rough time now, and I'm kind of getting nervous. I'm getting nervous because look, understand something. I keep it very strong for the kids. I just want to reiterate that to everybody. My kids are okay. They do their activities, school, fun with the friends. The kids are happy. I'm keeping them happy. But hey, what's up, Justin? We I'm just having the hardest time accepting. I found out there might have even potentially, I'll say it's alleged at this point, but there could have been a wrongful death regarding my wife. Um, yeah, Justin, you're home from work, good, take a day to relax. And I'm just really upset over so many things, man. I have all these like regrets, and it's like I know it's not my fault. Look, everyone, my family, my friends, doctors, even everyone said, "Well, good, you deserve the time off, Justin. Enjoy your day. Enjoy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, you got to go back Friday, but you got 4 days off. God bless." I just constantly feel like I should have did things differently. I mean, I said to myself, these people didn't care about my wife the way I cared about her. She was my everything. She's my love. It's like I just feel like you can't turn back time. You just can't do it. But look, she was critically ill. Okay. I know this in my heart. I know that I did everything in my power to help her. I brought her to the hospital. I had them treat the pneumonia. I did everything. She got the EVD, which was in the brain, to drain the liquids that were trapped in the brain due to the tumors. I had to put in the shunt, and it drained all that liquid. I was doing everything to help the girl. Everything to help her. I got her off the ventilator. She was on the ventilator. I held her hand. I was like, Jen, like, breathe better, breathe, because they didn't want to let her off the ventilator until she was breathing on her own. I did. I told her I loved her every minute, every second. But at the same time, I say to myself, maybe I should have just kept her away from these doctors. When someone is critically ill, doctors, they don't really want to save them. They don't want to do it, man. They just don't want to do it. And I have all these bad feelings in my head. I just don't want to get into it. I think that a lot of things happen. I'm consulting with an attorney. Thank you, Angie. What's up, Danny? I just don't want to get into it, honestly, on a live stream, but I'll just say this one thing. Okay, I'll say this one thing. We had a plan. Was that I was either going to get my wife off the ventilator, which I did, and assuming that she didn't throw up, which she didn't, she was a warrior. Um, if her breathing was okay, we were gonna leave it alone. Now if the breathing wasn't okay, they were gonna do that trach thing. Thank you, Danny. Now I understand. Like a lot of people say, don't get the trach, but it was an opportunity for her to possibly, look, you have to say my wife had a tremendously bad case of aspiration pneumonia. And she might, listen, people don't realize, even if you get over the pneumonia, your body sometimes needs many months to recover. It's not something that happens immediately. And unfortunately, she might have needed that time. They didn't want to do it no more. It's like, there's these people, they didn't want to treat a cancer, these doctors. They didn't want to give it a trach, even though they promised me. They said, Rich, if we feel the breathing does not improve, we'll do the trach. And I had this doctor scream at me. He yelled at me, this piece of garbage, this guy. He yelled at me in front of the whole staff, in front of the nurses. He's like, you want to get your wife the trach? Is that what you want? I said, yeah. He goes, I'll go get the surgeons right now. But he was saying it as a sarcastic a-hole. He was saying it in a way that your wife is gone, Rich. Like that's how he was saying it. Accept it, Rich. Accept it. She's too sick. She's too sick to get the trach. But that could have kept her alive. Okay. And in addition to that, what's up, the Blue Baron? You know, I just hope they didn't overdose this poor girl on morphine. I don't understand how her heart could have possibly stopped. Her vitals were strong. Her vitals were strong, man. Her breathing was strong. What's up, Back to the Future? And I've been thinking about it just all night. I'm like, how did this happen to her? You know, it's like, I know they gave her morphine. They asked me permission. I shouldn't even give my permission. What happened was when she threw up, see, what happened was this. She didn't throw up when she got off the ventilator, but then they started doing that suction where they were sticking the tubes down her throat. You don't know what I witnessed, guys. You don't know what I witnessed. Then she threw up not once, not twice, but 3 times. Then she aspirated again. And that's another reason why she should have got the trach. You know why? Because like if she would have threw up, which she did, because there was a hole right here, they could have got that throw up. They could have avoided her aspirating. They could have avoided it. And because she didn't have the trach, she aspirated when she threw up, and that caused her to go into the respiratory failure. And then they said, Richard, she's suffering. We have to give her morphine. I said, a little bit, I said. Don't you dare give her a large amount of that. But the thing is, I don't know what they gave her. How do you know, you know? How do you know? You know, I see all these things all over my wife, all these different things they're giving her, you know? I don't know what they are. I don't know how much they're giving her. I have no idea. I told her you give her a little bit, just a little bit. But then she passed away. Her heart stopped. Then they said they resuscitated. I wonder if it's true. I wonder if I should even do an autopsy. I was thinking about it. That's why I'm still talking to the funeral director, and you know we're getting everything done. But now I'm a little scared. There might be some unanswered questions, and I want to get answers. I want like, how much morphine did they give her? I said a little drop just to calm her down. Why would I have 4 sodas on my last McDonald's feast? Because it's for my kids. What are you talking about? I got Mike, Sophia, and I got his friend William. His friend William comes with us. What kind of a stupid question is that? What are you trying to apply? My wife was with us? I mean, these people are crazy, man. I wish she was. I wish she was. That's William. That's his buddy. He comes out with us. Oh, man, these crazy questions that people ask, man. Lunatics. I mean, what kind of like? I'm seriously like, what was the implication of that question? Tell me, what was the implication of that question? That my wife was with us? Is that what you're trying to tell me? All right, let me get rid of this freaking jerk off, Mama Luke ass, freaking moron. Oh man, I can't stand haters, man. I can't stand these people. I cannot stand these people. So I'm not really doing the greatest anymore. I feel like there could have been some wrongful stuff going on to my wife. I have a lot of regrets, even though everybody tells me you did the best you could do. Richie, Apefather, you did everything for her. I know, and I did. I want all of you to know. I did, man. I did, but I just, you know, we love someone with all of our hearts and souls. Doctors, they have no emotion. They look at a person that might be the most important person in our lives. You know, they look at them like they're a statistic. That's how they look. They don't have any emotional attachment. You know, they don't care. And that's the thing. It's like that's why when people get critically ill, let me tell you something. It's a very, very heartbreaking. It is a very, very heartbreaking, difficult situation. I don't know if you've ever dealt with someone who was critically ill. Okay. It's different when you're not critically ill. You understand? When you're just sick. Okay, yeah. You go to a doctor. Doctor most likely is going to give you an antibiotic or some shit and gonna make you feel better. Okay, but when you're critically ill, it gets complicated. It gets complicated. You know, you become a risk. You become a liability. They're like, I don't want to do any type of treatments for cancer. I don't want to do that. You follow me? I don't want to do any treatments for cancer. I don't want to actually save her life. You know, because I could get sued. Well, guess what, mother effers? You might be getting sued anyway. Because, like I said, I think that I'll say it's alleged, but I think I might have a malpractice case. And it's not even about the money. Can I tell all of you something? It's not about money. All right. I want my wife. I miss her. I miss my wife, man. Let's get rid of this idiot here. Bye. People I don't understand that we have a lot of issues going on with regards to my wife's passing. And, you know, they don't understand that. You know, there's a lot of things happening right now. Don't let regrets linger over you forever. Please don't do that. I'm telling you as a friend. Back to the Future. I love you, man. And you're right. But this is the thing, man. It's like, I'm a fixer, man. Apefather is a fixer. I've been a fixer my whole life. I've been a fixer for my wife. I've been a fixer for my family forever, man. And for the first time, I didn't fix something. And the thing is, you just have to try to understand that when you have done something your whole life, like, all right, let me give you an analogy. Can I give you an analogy? Imagine like me and you, Back to the Future. We own a friggin' mechanic shop. Okay, we're mechanics. We're car mechanics. Okay, guy brings in a car to us. We don't fix the car, and it leads to say someone get into a car accident or some shit. God forbid. I don't wish this on nobody. This is just obviously a make believe example. It's like, how are you gonna feel? How are we gonna feel, Back to the Future? We're gonna feel like shit because we're gonna say we've always been there for our customers. We've always been there. We've always done. Let me get rid of these people here. We've always done the right thing. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of feel. It's like I feel like my wife counted on me. She needed me. It was beyond my control. You're right. You're right, but she's gone, man. She's gone. So it's like that song by Steelheart. She's gone out of my life. What went wrong? I feel terrible, man. I know it's not my fault. Look, I know it's not my fault. I know I did everything in my power to save her. I know it, Back to the Future. But she's gone, man. She's gone. My baby, my angel, the love of my life is gone. How am I gonna go on for the rest of my life without someone that I've been with every day? You understand? 27 years I've been with Jennifer every single day of my life. I want you to think about that, man. You're talking almost 3 decades, 27 years. Holy cow. That's why I've been going through such crazy shit. Like, people don't realize it, man. They don't realize it. They don't realize how hard this is. They're like, you got to be strong for your kids. I am strong. Look, like I said, I'm there all the time for my kids. But you want to know what it is at this point? I'm just trying to do something positive. I'm trying to do something. So you might say, what's positive? I want to help my mom. My mom is sick right now. Isn't it crazy that this happened to me simultaneously? Isn't it crazy that two most important people in my life, my wife and my mom, my wife passes away, my mother's sick with pneumonia. She can't move. My mother can't move. My mother can't like breathe right. I got her on the oxygen tank. I put it all the way up to the highest level. I mean, it's freaking. I have to take her to the hospital. I mean, I'm trying to keep her home because I need her and she needs me, and we kind of like need to be together as a family right now. Oh man, we need to be together. But Back to the Future. I don't know who this idiot is. You can't beat yourself up forever. Don't do that to your mental health. It's important to your children and your mom. Back to the Future. It's not my choice. Okay. You don't think I love my kids. You don't think I love my mom. You don't think I love my family, man. I do. I do. That's why I do these live streams, brother. I do these live streams because it's a way for me to vent. It's a way for me to get this off my chest. So that this way I could, clear out my head and I could take a deep breath. But for people to feel like, you know, that this isn't going to hurt me like a mother effer. Of course it's going to hurt me like a mother effer. I know I wonder if you're still the real Back to the Future. That's the thing that scares me is that, I don't know if you're the real, I can never tell if this is the real Back to the Future. The real Back to the Future I love. We got to figure out a way to differentiate you from because let me ask you a question, Back to the Future. You realize that the other Back to the Future comes with that 1999? I know, but I'm just saying it gets confusing, man. It gets confusing. Look, I think the real Back to the Future wouldn't say certain things, if you want me to tell you the truth. That's why I'm a little confused. Like when you say, like this last comment, you said you can't beat yourself up forever. Don't do that to your mental health. It's important for your children and your mom. I think the real Back to the Future wouldn't have said that. You want me to tell you why? Now maybe you are the real Back to the Future, but can I just don't get mad at me? But can I tell you why that was a little bit of a shitty comment? Okay. Two things. Number one, I know you mean it in a good way. I know you mean it nice. I know you're saying don't beat yourself up, got to be strong for your family. But I also think I deserve a pass. Okay. I deserve a pass a little bit. I went through the most dramatic loss of my life, of my children's life. This is a tremendous, tremendous loss. And it's obviously going to mess me up. So, really, what you should say is this: you're going to be hurting, Apefather. Like, in other words, we got to embrace it. We can't run away from the fact that I'm going to be hurting big, big time. But try to find a way to deal with the hurt. You see what I'm trying to say? So rather than to say, don't be hurt, don't mess yourself up. No, it's not that. I love you. I just want you. A lot of people don't want me to be hurt. I get this a lot, not just from you. I get this from a lot of people. A lot of people say, "Man, you got kids. You are not allowed to be hurt. You got to get your shit together right away, ASAP. That's the end of it. No holds barred." It's not possible when you have been with someone for 27 years. And I love you, Back to the Future. I'm not upset at you. I can never get upset at you. You're my brother. I love you, brother. Thank you so much, Cat's Tongues. I love you, Back to the Future. There's nothing to forgive. I love you. Nothing to forgive. I know you mean it from your heart. I know you mean it in a good place. But for people to think I'm not going to be hurting my ass off after losing someone that I've been with for 27 years every day of my life, who was my lover, my best friend, the light at the end of the tunnel, my whole support system. See, this is what I'm saying. It's like, you don't sound like the real Back to the Future to me, man. I got to tell you. You don't sound like, this is now the second comment. This is the second comment that sounds a little weird. I don't think you're the real Back to the Future. I don't think the real Back to the Future would say this. You're saying stay strong. I know, but it's just, okay, but let me ask you a question. When have I not been strong for my children? So let's talk about it. Have you ever seen one day? Have you ever seen one case where I'm not strong for them? I'm strong for them every day. Like I told you, they're living a great life. To them, it's almost like nothing happened. You want me to be honest with you? Their life has not changed. They go to school, they come home, we eat. They see their friends. They do all their extra activities. Their lives are exactly the same. So they're good. Everyone's good. Okay, but the thing is that, like, I feel like everyone keeps, you know what it is, Back to the Future? I'm not trying to be rude to you. Every time I express how upset I am, I get somebody who says to me the same shit you're saying right now. They say, you got to be strong for your kids. You got to be strong for your mother. It's almost like the implication is, you know what the implication is that I am not allowed to be hurt. That's the implication. In other words, you can't feel pain. You cannot feel the pain of the loss of your wife that you've been married for 19 years, known her for 27 years. It's like you're not allowed. You're not allowed to be upset. You can't be upset over it. And what I'm trying to make everybody understand is that is not a possibility. You're gonna be upset over it. You're gonna be upset big time over it. And there's no way out of that. You know what I mean? I love that line from Rocky. Yeah. It's funny because in that movie, Rocky Balboa, Jeff, he lost his wife, Adrian, to cancer. And see, now he chose Rocky Balboa to get back into the ring, with what's his name? Dixon, Mason Dixon, sorry. Mason Dixon, and he was the heavyweight champ. But that was his way. Remember, he told Paulie, he's like, Paulie, I still got some stuff in the basement, Paulie. I got a little stuff in the basement. It's cooking. It's cooking. I got to do something. You know what I mean? And so it's like that was his way of dealing with it. He lost his beautiful Adrian. That's how I. What's funny is I always compared. Sorry, I always compared my Jennifer to Adrian. It's funny you brought up that movie. I always compared Jennifer. She was my Adrian. My Jennifer was my Adrian. Ugh. But look, if anybody would like to, because a lot of people ask me, why do I ask for entertainment tips? I'm gonna go over everything with you. It's so many reasons. Back to the Future. I know what you're saying, man, but it's just it is what it is, man. I lost the most important person in my world. I am gonna be depressed. That's what I'm saying, dude. There's no way. It's impossible. It's impossible that you know someone 27 years and you're not going to be depressed. It's impossible, man. But the only thing is this: know when to turn it on and know when to turn it off. All right. I know when to turn it off. I know when my kids need me. I know when they need me, and I'm there for them. But when they do their thing, they're in school, I'm taking a shower or something, I'm alone. You got to let it out, man. You got to. Ugh. It's hard, man. It's hard. I tried to find a way to look at it from a positive standpoint. Thank you, Kid Aiden. I guess this guy Fly doesn't know that my wife passed away, unfortunately. Fly, you see now is this Back to the Future? I don't know. Who's this guy now? Is this the fake Back to the Future? Well, I think this guy might be the fake one. Crazy man. Anyway, let me show you my Cash App here. Anybody who would like to help my family, we're going through the hardest time that we have ever gone through in the history of our whole lives. And, I'm going to be constantly doing these tribute videos, but it's a tribute video for our whole family, if you want to know the truth. And my wife, Jennifer, loved her children. She loved me, and she loved my mother. Her heart would be broken right now to know how sick, unfortunately, my mom became with pneumonia. So all of us are hurting right now. You follow me? My wife, I can't believe it. I just can't accept it, but my beautiful wife is not with us anymore. She passed away 46 years old. Cancer. She battled cancer. She beat cancer. She said, I'm going to see my kids grow up. And she battled cancer for 10 years strong. She was a warrior. God bless her. My mom is battling pneumonia. She's not really doing well. Can't really breathe well. On very high oxygen. Can't really move. We're dealing with a lot, man. We're dealing with a lot. We could really appreciate a small Cash App from your heart. God bless you. God bless your family. That is the Cash App. It's the $ Richard Lavoy, RICHARD, LEV as in Victor, OI. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. The comment is also pinned. You see it with Angie on the bottom. You'll see the Cash App is pinned. $ Richard Lavoy. I tell everybody, what would make the world a great place is if all of us could be there for each other. Oh, man. You know, trust me, sometimes you think you're going through a lot in your life, which I'm going to do a song of mine called Everybody's Got Problems. But if you really sit down and analyze it, most problems, I would say majority of problems have a solution. Majority of problems. And the thing is that as long as you have that positive like attitude, you could probably trump and beat any problem. You really can. As long as you have that desire to win, you have that desire to say, I'm going to beat it. No problem is stronger than me. But sometimes you can't beat it. Okay. Like in the case, like what happened to my beautiful wife, Jennifer, she passed away. I don't know how to fix it. There's nothing, I can't fix it. I could always love her and remember her and cherish her and just, always, she'll always be here. She'll always be our angel. But I can't bring her back, right? So sad, man. Not really. Not really sleeping well. Yeah, Fly, God bless you, man. My heart just sunk and hope you and your family get through this. I don't even know what that means, but I'm just hoping for the best for you. I love you, man. I love you, Fly. God bless you, Fly. Mm. Mm. Yeah, very hard, man. Let's do some music. Let's do some music. Everybody's got problems. One second here. Let me just fix this keyboard here. Yeah, that's why I figured Back to the Future. The other one seemed like the fake account to me, too. 1 second here. This keyboard's driving me crazy today. Just give me 1 second. A little technical difficulty here. Okay, let's do it. Everybody's got problems. Not yet. I gotta fix this keyboard. When your love ends before your eyes, everybody's got problems. Losing your job, kissing it goodbye. Everybody's got problems you can't hide. You can't hide. Life could beat you up to bed. It's easy to just give up. Don't get knocked down. You gotta get mad. Fight back and be the one standing up. When your love ends before your eyes, everybody's got problems. Losing your job, kissing it goodbye. Everybody's got problems Everybody's got problems right there. I love you, Fly. Listen, somewhere inside of me is that clown, the Apefather. He's still there. He's somewhere inside of me, you know? But right now, that clown's got a frown, man. That clown smile went upside down. There's the Cash App, the $ Richard Lavoie. Anybody who could be cool enough, man, from their hearts to give a small little entertainment tip. Look, I'm going to work for it, man. I'm going to do my music for you. I'm going to work for it. Help a family, man. Help a family in need. We just lost the most important person in our lives. That's the Cash App, $ Richard Lavoie. Any amount would be a big, huge help. You know, a guy said to me one time, he goes, "Hey, Father, take the kids out for a little bite to eat on me." And you know what I said to him? I said, "That's beautiful, man. It could be used for all types of things, you know, just make the kids happy. They just lost their mom, man. Can you imagine that? Being Sophia, 11 years old, the poor girl. She lost her mom. It's so effing sad. It's so heartbreaking, man. Michael lost his mom, 14 years old, man. You know, Jennifer loved her family so much. This wasn't her fault. Cancer sucks, man. Pneumonia sucks. She dealt with both. Let's do a song for Jennifer right now. Peace and Serenity. Let me do that again. Thank you, Fly. Listen, God bless you. I understand a lot of people don't have Cash App. It actually is a very easy app to install, but I get it. A lot of people don't have it. And if for whatever reason you don't have it and you chose to do something from your heart, as this wonderful person, Fly, did, God bless you, Fly, and you wanted to do a super chat, obviously is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, brother. Salute to you. Salute to Fly. God bless. Jindani. But if you do happen to have Cash App, you know, I would really greatly appreciate your support. What's good about Cash App, I get it like immediately. You understand? It goes right in as cash. There isn't high fees. The thing with Super Chats, you got to wait like 2 months to get it. You got to wait for the next payment cycle. And then there's really high fees. You know, that's the only thing. But listen, God bless you. God bless you, Fly. God bless you. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. You are a gentleman. God bless you. Here is the Cash App. If you have Cash App, it's my dollar sign Richard Lavoie, dollar sign RICHARDLE as in Victor OI. Any small amount helps a beautiful family. We're dealing with a lot right now with their wife passing away, their mother passing away, 46 years old, young, 10-year battle with cancer. I still say she won. Cancer lost. She saw her kids grow up. God bless her. My mother's also dealing with pneumonia, not really being able to breathe well, and she's on high oxygen, and her mobility is not good. So we could use all the help. We could use all the love and support that we could get. It's also, you'll see the Cash App is also pinned. The comment is pinned on the bottom with Angie. But there's no underscore and no space in between my first and last name. What really freaks me out the most is just knowing I'm never going to see my wife again. It freaks me out. It really freaks me out. A cousin of mine told me, Rich, don't think that way. You're going to drive yourself friggin' nuts. He goes, just think about what you got to do to get through the day. He goes, just get through the day. That was great words. Those are words of wisdom right there. But even though he says that, I can't help but to think, like, I'm not seeing my wife anytime in my lifetime ever again. So it's like I feel like I'm going to grow old without my wife. And it's so effing sad, man. Yeah, just a lot of haters are just complete friggin' heartless morons, man. Have no heart, no soul, no compassion. It's terrible, man. I don't know if I could do this one without crying, but I'll just do the beginning of it. This is the song I wrote for my wife, Jennifer. I remember when I first looked in your eyes. It was destiny. We were both surprised. From this moment on, there was something very strong that we felt inside. Now my Jennifer has stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew I love Jennifer. We spent all our time together every night. When we are apart, something is not right. You became a part of my heart and my soul. My life is finally whole. Now my Jennifer has stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew I love Jennifer. Man, I've been very dehydrated lately. Yeah, I got the piano over here, my keyboard here. Forget about it. G. Garrett just sent something. Hey, Mark Tube, how you doing, man? This guy's making fun of a situation you should not make fun of. I met my wife in Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn, New York. This is called Brooklyn Funk. Thank you, Jarrett, by the way. God bless you. Thank you, Jarrett. One second here. My key was acting up today. One second. Brooklyn Funk for my wife, Jennifer. Met in Brooklyn, New York. Thank you for that super chat, my man. Thank you very much. Gene, Damien, I appreciate that. God bless all of you. That's really, really appreciated. Like I was saying, if anyone doesn't have Cash App, I completely understand. If you wanted to do super chats, I love you and I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Gene, Damien, Norette. But if you happen to have Cash App, this is the Cash App right here. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. It's just a little easier because I get it instantly. My family gets that instant help. There's less fees. Super chats, we got to wait 2 months on. There's a lot of fees. But like I said, if you don't have the Cash App, we greatly, greatly, my whole family thanks you. My whole family thanks you from the bottom of our hearts. If Super Chat is just the only way you could go. We understand, we thank you, and we appreciate you. But if you do have Cash App, this is the Cash App. It's the $ Richard Lavoie, no space, no underscore, in between my first and last name. It's the $ RICHARD LEV as in Victor OI. Hey, man, Fly. Thank you for all your support and love, brother. God bless you, man. Thank you for listening to the music, and thank you for everything. No, listen, like I said to you, Gene, I get it. In Belgium, you don't probably have, I don't think you have Cash App out there. So I get it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Let's do something for Gene, Damien, Norette too, and we'll do one for Fly. Let's do a song. It's called the Thank You Song. Here we go for the both of you. That was for you, Gene, and for obviously Fly as well. Um, oh, Pikachu is here. I didn't even see Pikachu. Thank you, Connor. Conor McGregor, great fighter, man. Thank you, Fly. God bless you, Fly, and thank you, Gene. Thank you. That's for the two of you from my heart. You know, it's just my wife wanted to live. See, you want to know when something is tragic? Look, I mean, everybody wants to live. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, "Hey, Father, I don't think anybody wants to die," but there's a difference. Okay, we're gonna talk about the difference. When my grandmother passed away, I loved her so much. My grandmother Anna. She was 97 years old. She was 97 years old. Thank you, Back to the Future. Everyone was crying at the funeral. I wasn't crying. I said to them, today we celebrate the life of my grandmother Anna. And everybody looked at me like in shock, because everybody was in tears, everybody was crying. They're like, why are you not crying? It's a celebration of life. 97 years old, right? She lived 51 years more than my wife, Jennifer. My wife, Jennifer, 46. It's just not right. It's not fair. It's not effing fair. I want answers, man. I want answers. I want answers, You might say, from who? From God. Look, I'm sorry. I know all of you know that I always wear my cross and I'm a Catholic, you know what I mean? I love God. God is good. But for the first time in the history of my life, if you want me to be honest with you, I'm angry at God. You want me to tell you the truth or you want me to lie to you? I can lie to you. I just don't understand it, man. It's like, look, I mean, not only did my wife go, it's like, if you're going to take her, take her. My wife suffered. She suffered, man. She suffered. I watched my wife was not able to eat any food for 36 days because she had aspiration pneumonia. And any food that she ate, she could have aspirated on. They had her on the feeding tube. I'll do peace and serenity for you, Real Aqua. I'm just saying I'm upset, man. I'm upset. And I miss my wife so much. And I wasn't ready for this. People think that because my wife had cancer for 10 years, they think that I was ready. They think I mentally prepared. I didn't, because my wife lived with cancer in a way that you would not know she had cancer. She was that strong. She was that strong. You wouldn't. And the thing is, I don't even think she died. Look, from what the doctors explained, I don't think it was a respiratory thing. It was more or less from the pneumonia, but it's cancer related, because the cancer was causing her to not be able to chew or eat food, which led to her getting the aspiration pneumonia, because when she ate something, it went down the wrong pipe. But she passed away from respiratory failure. I just can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe anything anymore. You know. I'm getting her cremated. I just had to wait on one thing here, because we had a little problem today, that there's a possibility that these mother effers might have did something, that this could have been a wrongful death. I really don't want to get into it, but I am going to be cremating her. I'm so sick to my stomach. That's another thing that's making me sick, is I got to do it. It's going to be happening any day now, but Holly Chop in 1977. What's up, big dog? How the hell are you holding up, bro? Not good, man. Yeah, denouncing God comes with any bad life experience. I still have issues with God for taking my little bro. and my legs now being bedridden. Oh my God. 3 to 5, hit by a drunk driver. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry, brother, that you went through all of that. God bless your family. God bless your little bro, man. And God bless you, brother. I'm so sorry that you went through all of that. I love Back to the Future. Back to the Future is the best. The real Back to the Future. um, Holly, I'm so sorry you went through that, man. I'm so sorry. Look, I just don't understand, like, why do you have to take good people? This is the song I think of by Billy Joel, only the good die young. Why do you got to take good people? My wife was a great person, man. She was a beautiful, you're talking about something. You know what made Jennifer the best? Can I tell you? She dedicated her whole life. Yeah, I mean, real awkward. The whole thing sucked, man. It's so sad, man. I'm in bad shape, guys. I keep thinking about so many things, and the more and more I think about it, I just don't understand why God is doing this to my family. It's not just my wife. Listen, my wife is, oh my God, she's the rock of our family. We're all lost without Jennifer. But you want to know what else is happening to me? My mom has pneumonia right now as we speak. She's on high oxygen. She's not doing well. She can't move. She can't walk. She can't stand up. This is happening simultaneously with my wife's passing. I can't handle it, man. I'm not doing well. It's too much. And yes, I'm staying strong for my kids, but uh, I feel like I'm being punished and tortured. I don't know why. I love you, Holly Chopper. But anybody who would like to help us out, there's obviously no pressure here, but I got to keep promoting this for my family, man. This is the Cash App. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. I can't right now, brother. I got some stuff I got to do. But this is my Cash App. It's the $ Richard Lavoie, RICHARDLE, V as in Victor, OI. Any small contribution, a small little entertainment tip to help the fam. Just had the greatest loss of our life, losing Jennifer, my beautiful wife, the mother of my 2 children. Michael, who's only 14, Sophia, who's 11. My mom's dealing with pneumonia and just not really doing well, unfortunately. Not breathing well, she's not able to walk, move. It's a crazy situation. You would never think that we're in real life right now. I think I'm in the twilight zone, but any small entertainment tip would mean a lot. It would mean a lot. Thank you, AA. Gonna be finishing up soon. Oh, I really could appreciate your support, man. I just want to make my family happy. I just want to make my kids happy. I just want to make my mom happy. I just want to be there for them. And that will make ultimately my wife happy because she's looking, from heaven. She's our angel now, and she's looking down on us saying that, take care of our children. I will, honey. Real Aqua, I love you. Here's a little peace and serenity for you. I did this one before, but I'm doing this for my brother, Real Aqua. Let me do that again. does go major. Yeah, modulates to the G major. A minor to G major. Tendy time. Sorry for your loss. Uh, I don't know. I just set it to 4 right now. Her oxygen machine. They wanted her on 2, but I had to up her to 4. The highest it goes on the machine is 5. So I'm not really sure. I could show you the machine downstairs. I'm not really sure how many, you know, that how much of oxygen that is, but um, it's just crazy stuff going on, man. I can't believe my Jennifer is gone. I can't believe I'm not going to see her anymore. It gets to me, man. It's like it's like a dagger through the heart, man. She wanted to live. My wife was fighting so hard, man. That's why these effing doctors, you're right, they didn't want to treat the cancer, the pieces of shit that they are. They're like, oh, it went too far. I don't want to treat the cancer. She's not a candidate for anything. Like, what the F does that even mean? Save her life. Can't transfer out of there to another hospital because no other hospital wanted to take her because she was on a ventilator. It's like I was stuck. I had my hands tied. I had my hands tied. At one point, I had her home when it was the very beginning, but she collapsed in the driveway. The kids got scared. I don't want to get into details. She wasn't doing well. I had to get her back to the hospital. Look, it's just a nightmare. The whole thing was a complete, utter nightmare. She loved us so much, Jennifer. She loved us so much. I keep looking at this one picture of us. Where is it? Maybe, oh, there it is. This is when we were young. Tandy time. Look. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. That's Apefather when he was a young gun. Look at that. Like about 21 years old there. Jennifer was about 20. Oh, my baby. I feel like I'm afraid to bring my mother to the hospital, Tendy. It's like she was in a rehab for she was in a rehab for 3 months, man. After what happened to my wife, I'm afraid to bring my mother to the hospital. Real awkward. I mean, I might though. She might be going back to the rehab though. They're calling me up today. It's just too much. I'm dealing with too much. I don't think anybody should deal with this. You lose your wife, your mother's sick, your mother's not doing well. It's friggin' devastating, man. It's absolutely devastating. Yeah, I'm admitted to you. For the first time, I'm broken down. Apefather's broken down now. Apefather's broken down. I'm asking for help. People said it to me in the past. They said, Rich, you never asked for help, man. I don't know, man. Look, Holly, I do worry about my health too, but you know what it is? It's like I don't know what to do, man. I don't want to be all frigged up. Look, I try my best. I'm being there for the kids. They go to school, I take care of them, I bring them to go see their friends. I'm trying to keep life as normal as possible, man, but I can't stop the hurt, man. The hurt is terrible. The hurt is friggin' terrible. The hurt is mind-boggling, man. God bless you, Tendy. But I'm saying what you guys can do for me, only if you want to from your hearts, a little small cash app to help the fam. This is my cash app. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. This really would mean a lot, to us. I got to get back on my feet, man. I got to get back on my feet for my kids, for my mom. That's what my wife would want. And I'm working for this, man. Listen, these are entertainment tips. Remember, I'm going to keep performing my music for all of you. Think of this like you're in a piano bar, because a lot of times people say, why am I giving this guy an entertainment tip? Well, you're in a piano bar. I'm playing you some music from the heart. You enjoy it? What's a small entertainment tip, right? This is the Cash App. That's like my piano bar jar. It's a $ Richard Lavoie, $RICHARDLEV as in Victor OI. No space, no underscore in between my first and last name. I love you, Holly Chop in 1977. I just don't know how I'm going to get through my life without my wife, man. I don't know how. I feel like I've been punished. You want me to tell you the truth? I feel like I've been punished. I don't know. I feel like someone came into my life, ripped away all the most important things that I had. I know, Tendi, I know you've been through a lot too with your family. God bless your father. I remember that. God bless. I just feel like someone ripped apart my whole life, man. They took all the most important things that means everything to me. I mean, I got my kids. Thank God. But, it's a package deal. It's a package deal. My wife was everything to us, man. I'm going to get going for now, guys. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to do some more lives. I love all of you. God bless. God bless anytime. Harley Chopper, 1977. Real Aqua. Back to the Future, all of you. I love all of you. I'll be back in a little bit, all right? AA. I'll be back. God bless. Have a good afternoon. God bless you all.